What's going on? It's your boy Sermon at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. G-Eazy reached new heights in 2015 with When It's Dark Out. He was able to have his biggest hit to date with Me, Myself, and I. Luckily for G, he decided to pretty much take 2016 off from releasing music. There really was no need to rush a follow-up album. He was basically reaping the benefits, going on tour. He did release a few songs here and there, but for the most part, 2016 was about hitting the road and, earning all the money that he, could make because of that album, because of that hit single. For his third album, G-Eazy returns to this dark and cold month of December that gave us his sophomore album 2 years ago. His new album, The Beautiful and the Damned, is a 20-track double disc album that is an hour and 15 minutes in length. Now, considering that it is a double disc and most albums of that variety are considerably longer, I think this is an acceptable length. So what do you get with The Beautiful and the Damned? Well, let me highlight a couple of my favorites to give you an idea. My first one is Him and I featuring Halsey. When couples make music, it's either going to be good or bad. And some couples really have no business making music together. They just don't have chemistry. Fortunately for G-Eazy and Halsey, they nailed it on Him and I. When I first heard this song, I thought it was the best single they put out so far. I look at it as a true follow-up to No Limit. In a perfect world, Him and I would be as big as Me, Myself, and I. The universal language of love stands strong on this record. And that is something that will resonate with anybody listening. Not to mention the song is catchy as hell. Halsey's hook is just very beautiful. I feel like both of them did a really good job of showcasing their love for each other. You can't really listen to the song and think otherwise. My other favorite song is titled Easy, and it features Son Lux. Imagine being able to write yourself a letter. One where you tell your old or your younger self all these different things. You reflect on your life in a good way. That is what G-Eazy does to close The Beautiful and the Damned. This is the last song that you hear on the album, and it's one that is very inspiring. I think as a listener, it's inspiring because if you're feeling lost, if you're feeling damn, I'm never going to see success, it's never going to come, you can hear this record and feel like G-Eazy was in the same boat as you. Now, he does make it clear that success doesn't come easy. If it did, everybody would do it. But as long as you keep going, as long as you don't give up, the message of the song is that you can definitely make it. And so I really did like the concept a lot. I felt like it gives you a little glimpse into who G-Eazy was. Talking about heartbreak and, getting into trouble. He's able to reflect on more than just, hey, you're going to be successful, keep going. No, he's looking at it you did this, you did that, but guess what? You're still going to do well in life. My one honorable mention is Fly Away featuring Ugochi. This song is simply on my list because it is another deep cut in G-Eazy's discography. It's one where he's able to be personal, and those are simply the best songs that he makes. Something that became apparent to me with his sophomore album is that G-Eazy has two sides to him. The first is the personal and deep side, the one that feels like this is G-Eazy's music and his sound in his life. The other is where he pretty much panders to this generation's sound. I think more than ever it's experienced on The Beautiful and the Damned. There are several songs, Pray For Me, Legend, The Plan, and Goddamn, just to name 4 of them, where it sounds like he's just trying to emulate what sounds hot. It doesn't feel like any of those records are really personal to G. They don't possess anything that would separate the records from anybody else making them. If you were to attach most of those lyrics and the hooks and all that, then you would have the same formula for anybody. You can picture anybody doing these songs. I would consider those records filler. I don't come to G-Eazy for this. I come to G because he has a personality and he makes music that is relatable. Those songs simply aren't really relatable. The Beautiful and the Damned didn't need to be a double disc album. G-Eazy and RCA Records got greedy. And I mean, that's pretty much expected. I'm not faulting them for going this route. They want to capitalize. That is what their goal is. Their goal is to make the most money. So a double disc 20-track album is going to net them a lot more in the streaming and the sales. It's going to look good on paper and probably bring in more money. I don't know if it'll sell better than When It's Dark Out, because that one hit over 100,000. It's like 130,000 first week, including streams. So I don't know if they'll hit those numbers, but it's safe to say that this is going to be another successful album for G. G-Eazy's highs on his third album are just as good as the ones on his first two, but the lows, they hit a lot deeper than ever before. It's a trade-off that works, and yet it doesn't. I look at it like I'm not walking away from The Beautiful and the Damned with disappointment. I pretty much expected the album to be this way. I got some good records that I can continue to play and add into G-Eazy's discography, and there's songs on here that are going to be largely forgettable to me. So those are my thoughts on G-Eazy's third album, The Beautiful and the Damned. After you listen to this album, let me know what you think about it in the comments section below, and then like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share the video. Follow me on Twitter @SermonsDomain, and as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching, and until next time, peace.